Quite all right.
I've got you guys recording, so go for it.
All right, so let's start our legislative meeting for January 25th. In attendance, Mayor Hughes, Council President Wolf, Councilperson Diane Shrimp, Councilperson Tony Benedetti, Eric Fisher, and Councilperson me, Mark Ruger, Chair of the committee. This should be quick, as I was starting to say before. Our main thing I wanted to look at was Ordinance 02-2021, amending section 1202.01. That is our adding of the third non-voting member. And though Councilman Benedetti did reply an email that he brought it up to planning and zoning, and they're fine with that.
Yeah, there wasn't any objections, and the more I think about it, the more I'm in favor of it.
Awesome. So that does not seem to have any hurdles of being read for the second time tonight. Tonight, we also have the second reading of 01-2021, which is modifying the employee handbook to include military leave. I don't think any of us had ever expressed any issue with that, right?
Some people did have a question whether or not the attorney has reviewed it, and the attorney did make a couple minor adjustments, which is in the one that you have. But Annie and Jesse have both reviewed it, and they are fine with all of it. There was
We're
questioning
basically
about it.
doing like the bare min, I wouldn't say the bare minimum, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it starts out with in strict compliance with the applicable provisions of the Ohio Revised Code, et cetera.
no objections.
Do we have, sorry, just as I'm trying to think of legislation that we know will come up sooner rather than later. While it needs to come to us from the community committee, do we know, have we started to draft the legislation for pool fees and all of that? Because I know we have to do that every year, and that usually needs to get started by, March to have 3 readings by April, which is when we usually like to publish, get that done so that we can publish and start selling in May or in April, right? We usually start selling memberships in April if we can.
So that meeting's tomorrow night. Hopefully, Tony, you know that. Do you know that?
No, I didn't get that memo. So we got a community committee meeting tomorrow night?
And John has been invited, and John will be there, and it's via Zoom, and I will be sending out that link today. Actually, I'll do it right now.
Okay.
So yeah, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, John will be in attendance, and it is, yeah, it's already scheduled. We scheduled it like last Thursday or Friday.
And the levy, did we pass that on Monday? I know we read, but we,
No.
so, okay.
There was communication back and forth, and some people just wanted to wait until November, and nobody really said November or now, so no, we did not do it. There's pros and cons to it. At the end of the day, it could cost us money. It might not cost us money to put it on in spring. I'm in agreement. I would hate for it to cost us money and it fail. I would hate
Is
to.
Is this the same one that 4 years ago or whenever it was last renewed, we did it off cycle and it was exceptionally expensive? Is this the same levy? Is that why it's coming up early, or is it?
No, I don't think it's this one, because that would have been in 20. It could have been. I feel like that was in 2018 when we got some big bill, because I remember, just like Diane remembers, apparently it's whenever you're in odd years, it can happen. So
it's when you're not sharing the precinct, right?
Correct.
If nobody else is,
Correct.
if nobody else is on the ballot in your voting precinct, you bear the brunt of the expense of
Yeah.
standing up the whole election.
And
But it
they
was-
just don't know.
Yeah, it was when I was on council before, because we were told that, oh, no, there's no extra expense. It'll be like $500. And then the bill came in and it was, considerably more.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So it's not, and I'm in agreement. To me, it's not worth the risk. We put it on in November. I got an email from, and I think you guys all saw it earlier today. I do not want to get totally off topic, but there was requesting information about the levy. And I will read that during old business, new business today during the meeting. So just as an
Okay.
FYI.
Is that an email
Okay.
went out today?
There will be, what?
You say an email went out today?
It was an email from Joe. she
From
was
Joe.
talking about.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna answer his questions
Yep.
on here so everybody can hear it.
Yeah.
And then there is gonna be legislation that is coming, but for certifying the end of year and all that kind of stuff, except for Franklin County still hasn't sent it. So as of today, it was still not in the mail, and it's
Got
gonna
it.
probably have to be turned around quickly, but it's usually here by the middle of January, and we still don't have it.
All right, the other thing that's on the agenda for passing tonight at the main council meeting is 2020 third reading. That is the one I finally can remember. Allow officially, clearly, plainly, easily stating that yes, admin can do permits and stuff for zoning as long as they're not weird or exceptional. If they just fall within normal standards. So that will get read in tonight unless people object. And you have a chance to vote at the meeting. And so, yeah, since we're just so I'm hearing we're just moving, or it might even just be too late to do anything, but we're just letting that levy go on the November ballot and not trying to squeak it into the special election.
That's at this point, yes, because it's probably, unless we have a special meeting sometime between now and next week, and honestly, we don't even have time to do it, but it didn't seem that there was a big interest in trying to push it through. And personally, I don't want anybody to feel as if we're trying to just shove it through. My opinion is don't put all your eggs in one basket, but that's been done numerous times, but we're going to. So it generates about $120,000 in the event that it didn't pass. So just as an FYI. So yeah, that's what we're doing. And again, it doesn't matter to me either way.
Yeah, well, let's hope we can get it passed, because at 120, that's a
Big chunk of change.
that's a slice anyway.
Yes, definitely. I am in the process of, just so you know, I'll send out the community one for everybody tomorrow. For anybody that wants to attend.
Woohoo, talking about the pools. Who wouldn't want to be there? All right, well, that is all the
Yeah.
legislative stuff I had to talk about. As I said, once Tony had said we're okay to go with P and Z, I should have canceled this, but
That's all
Yeah,
right.
it's okay. We actually touched a few things, just got updates, and that's fine.
yeah,
Better to have a 10-minute meeting that you feel good about than a no-minute meeting that you're like, well, I still have some questions.
yeah.
Exactly.
All right, well, unless anyone has anything else, I am going to consider us adjourned here and see you all in 50 minutes.
See you
Have
soon.
yourself
Bye.
a nice restful dinner this
4:52.
time.
Sounds good. Bye.
See you